To start, we have about 45 inches of this paracord, and I've given you 2 beads for the eye of the dragonfly. And so what I've done is I've just strung the beads onto the cord, and I folded my cord in half and put the beads on either side of the bend. I'm going to bring these down here. We want to do about 3 inches. You can kind of eyeball it or use a ruler. So there we go, that's about 3 inches. And we create this little loop here at the top. Okay, so I'm just gonna lay this with the loop facing towards my body. Here's my extra cord. This in my left hand goes underneath our loop and over my piece on my right. See, I've gone over top. Now I'm going over my loop, doing the opposite, and underneath the cord on the left. And I'm gonna carefully pull it tight. Keep this loop where it's supposed to be and kind of slowly start to tighten up. And our eyes are gonna help us keep in shape. And as you pull, you can see I'm just fiddling with these where the eyes are going to be. We want them to be as much on top as possible. And just keep pulling it tight. Alright, that's the hardest one, is getting it started. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the opposite. This is going to go, right? So again, we kind of pretend that we have our loops here. I'm going to take my right hand side, and this time my right is going to go over the loop and under the left. And my left is going to go under the loop, but over the right. And again, we just carefully tighten that and make sure that we keep this, which is the base of our body, nice and secure. So I'm just going to tighten. And there we go, that's our second knot. The next thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna push and just kind of make sure everything is nice and tight. Keep pulling. So we're gonna make the wings for the body next. So again, I have my left side, I have my right side, and I'm going to start to do my knot just like I did last time. We're gonna go under, I'm gonna take the left side and go under, and put it over the right. And now the right side is going to go over the loop, but under the left. And we're going to start to bring it in, but because these are wings and not part of the body, we're going to leave it loose. We're not going to pull it super tight, so I'm just going to leave it kind of loosey-goosey. And now we're going to finish that knot by doing the opposite, taking my right side first and then my left side. So I'm going to go over my loop and under the left. I'm going to go under the loop and over the right. And again, we're going to pull, and we want to push it up, but we want to keep this loose so we can form our wings. So how we finish this knot is we pull the top wings, and we pull the top wings, if we did it right, it'll tighten that bottom knot, and now we have wings. That. So by pulling this, I'm tightening the bottom one, and I've created wings for the dragonfly. And you can go ahead and start to tighten and push it up and neaten it up how you would like. push it to the top. And now my dragonfly has wings. Okay, so now we're gonna create the second wings for the dragonfly. So same thing, I'm gonna go take my left, under the loop, over the right, and my right is gonna go over the loop and under the left. And remember, this one's gonna be loose because we're making a pair of wings. Make a nice little set here. Okay, this time I'm gonna take my right strand first. To go over the loop, under the left, under my left, here's my left, under the loop, and over my right. Okay, tighten that just enough so you can work with it, and just like last time, we're gonna pull the top loose loops. Okay, so now that they're the same, kind of the same size here as the top ones, we're gonna do what we did last time. You can start to tighten up the bottom knot, push it up to the top, and just tighten it however you would like to secure the shape of your wings in place. Cinch it up this little body loop just to make everything a little tighter. So there we go. Now we have our sets of wings. So I'm going to keep working down this body loop to create the rest of the body for this dragonfly. Over the loop, under the right, under the loop, over the left, tighten. Now I'm going to start with the right, over the body, under the left, under the body, over the right, and tighten. You can see I just continue as I go to just kind of tighten it and straighten it out to make sure it looks how I want it to look. All right, let's do one more. And we're gonna leave a little loop because we still need to put our keychain ring on there. Over the body, this is my left strand, over the body and under the right. Take the right under the body and over the left. That's the first. Tighten it up. And for the second, to complete the chain of knots, taking my left, going under the body, over the right, taking my right, over the body, under the left. And we're gonna pull that nice and tight, make sure we still have a loop at the bottom for our key ring, so pull it really tight. And then see where there are some gaps, we're gonna just pull that up. Really, really strong fingers here. Pull, pull, pull. Pull it tight. Got our wings. Okay, so to finish this off, what we do is you're going to take a scissor and snip the edges right here. And then what you can do is either hot glue your ends, which I'll show you in a minute. You can either hot glue your ends to keep them in place, or one of the most popular ways to seal your paracord so it doesn't fray and it stays in place is you can see it on the edge of this one, is that it was melted and burned in place. So you can ask a grown-up in your house to help you if you need. You just take a lighter and very, very quickly, or a lit candle, very quickly just melt and seal your edges. Otherwise they start to fray, like our working end over here started to fray. No big deal. But I'm gonna hot glue mine so I can show you what that looks like. Okay, so I've cut and sealed with hot glue. This is what it looks like. You can see the little beads of hot glue will keep it in place, but also keep the cord from fraying. So that's our dragonfly. And now we're going to take our key ring and put it on our loop. And then close it up. You can smush it with your fingers or use a pair of pliers that you may have around your house. And that's it. Now you have a Dragonfly keychain made out of paracord.